is I, Jonah Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where today I have my September 11, 2001 flag flying proudly in front of my house. And that flag has the Twin Towers embroidered on them. I also have the sister flag to this flag out in front of my house. This flag is the Culpeper Minutemen flag, a flag obviously of the Revolutionary War. The Gadsden flag is the sister flag to this one, and it's yellow, and it has the rattlesnake. It also says, "Don't tread on me." And I have that flying out in front of our house too, because I believe that you shouldn't tread on the United States, and Osama bin Laden should have learned that lesson, and he learned it the hard way. Now, with that being said, it all kinds of ties in with this thing I wanted to talk to you about today. I heard one of the greatest Freudian slips of all time yesterday on Meet the Press. That's right, and it all fits together. I was going to tell you about this yesterday, but somehow this little problem with the bin Laden getting wiped out, that sort of superseded everything else. But listen to this. This Freudian slip is explained or defined as this. A Freudian slip is an error in speech or memory or physical action that is interpreted as occurring due to the interference of some unconscious wish, conflict, or train of thought. And that is exactly what happened to Florida Senator Marco Rubio yesterday on Meet the Press with this interview with David Gregory. David Gregory asked Rubio what he thought about Obama's military action. And Rubio looks him right in the face and says something to this effect: "I think Saddam Hussein has got to be removed from power." And now, whether he meant to say that or not, I don't know. But of course he corrected himself. He said, "Whoops, I meant to say Muammar Gaddafi." Now, if that's not a Freudian slip, then my name isn't Ronald Reagan. But I always wanted to know, did he meant to say it? Do you think he actually meant to say it like that? I mean, here's Gregory and these left-wing wackos that were against the war when it was Saddam Hussein in Iraq, but now all of a sudden they're for the war when it's Obama going after, say, Muammar Gaddafi. But now we have bin Laden being killed. And what's so weird and ironic and beautiful about this is that the military units that were involved in this, the U.S. Navy 6 SEALs, the Army's Delta Force, and a tactical wing of the United States Air Force were the same people that were involved in what? That's right. They were the ones that dug Saddam Hussein out of his hole in Iraq. The exact same military people. And these are the ones that actually went in, crossed the border from Afghanistan into Pakistan, and did in bin Laden. But you will find it interesting to know that we offered him an opportunity to surrender, but he said no. And so we wasted him, which was the right thing to do. And we also did the right thing by burying him or wrapping him in a sheet and burying him at sea. And that was a good thing to do too, because actually by the Muslim faith, you should be buried 24 hours after you die. And so we didn't want to have a shrine and have a grave site for him, so we just wrapped him up in a sheet and threw him to the sharks, which is exactly what you should have done with a bum like this guy. Now, with all that being said, you consider the military units involved in Iraq and then involved in Pakistan, and what did they do? They took out two very, very bad guys, in Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden. And you got, what's his name's, Marco Rubio's Freudian slip, the greatest Freudian slip of all time, basically slapping the face of a left-wing wacko that was against the war in Iraq, and just pointing out the sheer hypocrisy of their position on the war in Iraq, just with one stupid Freudian slip. But it didn't slip past me. But with all this being said, and when you add all this up, what does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means this: if I were Muammar Gaddafi, I sure as hell would sleep with one eye open. Until next time, this is your favorite Islam homophobiac saying this to you now. When good news breaks out, my tirades break in. God bless and keep and preserve the United States of America. Until next time, over and out.